Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing something I've not done with Harry and Friends before. Today I will be talking about the backstory of Harry and Friends, way before it was a show. Now, I'm going to be talking about a couple of characters. First of all, I'm going to start with me. So, if you've been on my channel for a very long time, well, in the first couple of episodes of Harry and Friends, it was episodes 1 to 6. My model looked a lot different. It looked a wee bit similar, but it actually just looked like Bear Giggle from Garten Banban with like sunglasses. But then he used to be called Kishi Studio, but it's now called Dynamite Entertainment. He made an amazing OC for me. Big credits to him. And well, yeah, that's how I got it. But before, well, my real name is Harry, of course. But before, I wasn't always called. Well, my name. Okay, my parents called me Harry, of course, but like on my YouTube channel, my channel wasn't always called Harry Studio. Let me explain. So before, I had 2 accounts, but this is my other account used to be my main account, but this is my main account now. But my other account was called Better Giggles, and this would have been called Better Studio, and it's just Better Giggle with sunglasses and headphones. And yes, in the Soapy Wars episodes, Soapy Wars episode 1 to 2, you can actually see that model. And well, Soapy Wars is canon to the Harry and Friends storyline. But you may think, what does this model have to do with the storyline? Well, in the story, it's just a costume. Yep. It's just, well, what actually happened is, well, when we were going deep down into the facility, Twinkle found a weird looking Better Giggle suit, and I thought it looked cool. And it also had, it was a Better Giggle costume with headphones. So yeah, so that's how. Next up, we're going to be talking about Twinkle. Now, I got Twinkle when I was 5 years old, way before I started my YouTube channel. And well, Twinkle was actually, I was thinking of what my pet should be. My parents were letting me get a pet. It was almost my birthday. And well, I was thinking, should it be a bearded dragon or a tortoise? And yes, I do like both animals, but I just decided to pick a random option, and I picked tortoise. So yeah, he was going to be a bearded dragon, but then I picked tortoise. So yeah, although Spiky's a bearded dragon, though, that's for sure. Now we're talking about Stacy. Now Stacy, if you're an expert of spiders, you probably have heard of the pink-toed tarantula, a tarantula that lives in South America. Well, originally she was going to be a Mexican red knee, which is like just a black tarantula with orange on it. I'm sure you've seen it before. You might have seen it in like Google, or if you live in like a really hot country, you might have seen that tarantula maybe in your house or something. So yeah, very interesting information. Now, who should I talk about next? Yes, the Shoulder Guys. The Shoulder Guys was it was just a joke kind of thing I made in like 2017. When I was like about 3. It was just something I did with my hands. It was made for fun. And well, you know how righty is normal, but lefty's weird? Well, before, they were all weird. But now, in Harry and Friends, righty's normal and lefty's weird. And yes, before at that time, lefty didn't have his extreme powers. They were actually like really weak. They were like the weakest creatures ever. They were like the weakest character ever. But then lefty became really strong, and righty wasn't really weak anymore. He's not really weak or strong. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Next up, we have Slinky. Now, Slinky actually originated from a red plushy snake I had. So I went to a place with my dad. It was called Amazonia, and it had a lot of like animals. It was like a reptile. It was a kind of a wee zoo with like monkeys and tarantulas and reptiles. And well, before we left, I wanted to buy a snake plush, and we got the red one. And I named him Slinky, so that's how he was born. Moving on to Bob. Yes, Bob the Sailor Spider. Now, actually, I just woke up, right? I went down to my iPad to see what's on until I noticed something. There was a spider near my desk. Now, I'm not scared of spiders, so I just didn't really do anything. I decided to give him a name, and I called him Bob. But then one day, there was like two. There was another one. And what I think was happening is that they were going to get married. But the next day, I looked, it was just Bob. And the other spider was gone. So, yeah, I don't know what could have happened, but maybe Bob killed him, or killed her, or whatever. I don't know. Or maybe they just ran away or something. But then the next day they just disappeared. But hey, that's what sailor spiders normally do. So yeah, very, very interesting. Next up, I'm going to do one last character before I end this video. I'll make a part 2 soon. Next up, we have is the remote. Cyber Remote and Remote. Not Remy though. Remy, I made up with Remy like a couple days ago, like a month ago. But the Cyber Remote and Remote are very old characters. They're probably the oldest characters ever. They're probably older than me. You may think, how is that possible? Let me explain. So basically, when I was younger, I loved remotes. It's very confusing. When I see a remote, I would go, I think it's just the buttons on it that I like. I like clicking them and the house went crazy. So my parents got a new TV and got a new remote. And those two remotes, they pretty much became my toys. Yeah, I know it's really weird. And yeah, I don't know. I even took them to places as well. And when I went to people's houses, they had to hide the remote so I wouldn't get them. It's very funny. So yeah, that's how. And then I did keep them somewhere since I was getting older and I didn't really use them. So I just put them in my drawer. And then I decided to make them into characters. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a lovely day and see ya. Peace out.